Okay, I'm on my way to the palace. Just went underneath a railroad bridge and I saw this structure amidst some fairly modern looking buildings. We are in the old town, so nothing's going to be all that modern. I just found it interesting. Here is the wall guarding the palace. It's a huge palace. Standing next to the wall of the palace. I want you to see the height of it, if at all possible. It must be at least 3 or 4 stories high. 3 stories high, easy. Easy. Now, here you can see where they built a house or something right up against the wall. Here comes a van. Look at the size of the wall compared to the van. This is the back of the Sophia something or other mosque, which we did not attend. And this is a crowd waiting to get into the museum. Man, look at the size of the wall. Can you imagine trying to take this castle? At least 3 stories high.
Why murder, you may ask? It would be justified. I would receive awards in a big medal. The jerk standing at the ticket window was having some kind of problem. All of us standing behind the guy were having a problem sweating, melding in the heat, and learning to hate. After a while, the jerk called on his cell phone, and then after a longer while, a kid appeared. They talked and the kid left. Then the kid reappeared with something and left. The guy continued at the ticket window. The call, the kid, the routine was repeated a couple more times, and finally he left. The entire episode took at least 15 minutes, but seemed like an hour. I was wet with sweat, apoplectic with anger, and homicidal with hate by the time I purchased my ticket. After the excruciating wait for a ticket, I entered the interior courtyard of the Sultan's palace. I was disappointed by the palace, which consisted of a bunch of empty, pretty buildings. But not really empty. The crowds made it difficult to enter the rooms, move around the rooms, and exit the rooms. Basically, there were 5 kinds of rooms: living, eating, sleeping, food preparation, and bathrooms. After the palace, I decided to take the trolley to the end of the line. The procedure is to purchase a token and go through the turnstile. This places the rider on the station island in the middle of the road. When the trolley arrives, get on and ride to the stop you want. The trolley was full, so I stood with nearly 100 other people. Some people got up to give me their seat. Being the young, virile stud that I am, I declined the kind offers repeatedly. Some riders spoke some English and seemed interested in me and why I was riding a trolley. We had good conversations to the extent possible with a language barrier. This shopping center is on the outskirts of Istanbul.
Okay, this is the subway station where I got off. Tried to get off. I was about 8 feet from the door, and the car stopped, the door opened, and needless to say, there's a mob standing by the door. The people rushed onto the car, the subway car, from this platform before the people in the car could get off. So you saw this mass of humanity surge onto the car. Then this mass of humanity that was in the car tried to surge off the car. So you had two opposing surges. I was at the end of the surge trying to get off. The fella ahead of me didn't seem to be moving, so I put my hand in his back gently. And I said, I've got to get off. Of course, they don't speak English. And finally, the surge to get on the car was overcome by the surge of humanity to get off the car. Finally we got off, and then it was unbelievable that people got on. Immediately following that car was another car. And immediately following that subway, or that trolley, is yet another train. So it's not as if there weren't plenty of trains coming along. Just incredible. Made me think of the New York subway. Only probably worse in terms of people getting on and off. Anyway, I did get off. And now I'm going back to the hotel.
The trolley station was some distance from our hotel. I was tired but walked past the Hagia Sophia Mosque and the Blue Mosque in Old Town on my way to our hotel.